What's something you're afraid to ask because you think you should already know? What was your name again? Sigh, it's Jessica. Oh. Haha, sorry. No, I meant your last name. Realistically though, I prefer not to lie. I just go the honesty route. I'm so sorry, I've forgotten your name. Please don't take it personally, I'm so bad with names. I always forget people's names and feel bad about asking them. I always recognize their faces though, and asking their name again after I already demonstrated I know who they are feels less weird. I find asking how to spell their name helps me to remember. I feel like it actually kind of shows that the person cares when they make the effort to ask my name again. Depends on the situation though, I suppose. To repeat something for the third time because I can't work out what they're saying. I'm terribly sorry, but I'm having trouble understanding. Could you write it down or send me an email? I've had to do this more than a few times with some of my colleagues from India if their accent is particularly thick. Also, if there's sufficient context, you could try stating what you think they mean. Are you asking? Asking someone to email you during casual conversation is pretty extreme. Heh. A lot of this is a me problem because I have selective hearing and can't focus on individuals. If there's a lot of sound or voices, music is playing or they start talking to me without me realizing. Often when you ask people to repeat what they said, they say the last thing they said. Chances are I got that part, but I wasn't actively listening at the start, so you're gonna have to start again from the beginning. Which twin are you again? I literally take hours to ask my brothers friends which twin is which. My mom knew a group of identical triplets in college, and every time she saw any one of them, she would stop them and ask Alice, Brooklyn, or Catherine, made up names, until she could tell which one of them it was. They later got different haircuts, so it became easier. Thanks for telling us those were made up names. I almost wasted my time trying to dox your mom using only the first names of her college friends. Not exactly what was asked, but I have to keep covertly consulting Google about human anatomy, egg, bones of the wrist or midfoot, during working days. I'm a medical doctor, been practicing medicine for just shy of a decade. Put anatomy posters up on the wall, then you can always look at it. Even thought that this may be the reason why those posters are in just about every doctor's office. Well, to be fair, human anatomy is complex. Very complex. My last physical therapist's office kept a great referential book. Even though those guys knew their stuff, he used it for his own reference and to explain things to me. I do it security and I need tons of reference materials, and I'd consider the human body to be much more complex, despite the systems I work with and protect being very complex and built upon layers. I'd be more concerned if you just went, nah, I know it all. When Americans say they put cream in coffee, is that what other people call cream, like super fat and thickened milk, or is it just another name for milk? When I say cream for my coffee, I mean half and half, which is equal parts milk and cream. Milk is not thick enough, real cream is too thick. I used to think women's period blood just shot out like a water hose until one of these threads came up and I asked. Don't be afraid to ask. Only when sneezing, or when you've been sitting down for a while and then stand up and you feel it run out like a tap. I'm in my mid-30s. I've done my own laundry since I was in my mid-teens, and I probably should have started even earlier. I still have no idea how to fold a fitted sheet properly. I think I managed to do it successfully once, and on the off chance I'll look it up on YouTube, I'll just forget it instantly. You scrunch it all up in a closet where no one can see it. When you put it on the bed, it will stretch out and look fine. My buddy's fiance, her name is Deborah, but I don't know if she goes by Deb, Debbie or Deborah. They live in another state and I only see them once or twice a year. I'm a groomsman in their wedding and have intentionally avoided using her name every time I've spoken to her. I need to pay attention to what other people say next time I'm around them. Call her debit card. God damn it, this is brilliant. I need to go find a Deb to befriend now. 4 years I didn't know periods were blood. TV had convinced me that it was a mysterious blue fluid because that's what I always saw in ads. Haha. That's pretty funny but totally understandable. Anything remotely related to cryptocurrency. Same here. I've read ton of articles explaining what it is, and besides learning new cool words like blockchain, I still have no clue what they are. Names and birthdays. I have troubles remembering names and dates, even of family members and friends. That's what calendars are for, bro. Set a reminder a week or two before, so you have time to prepare. How on earth do electronics work? I'm not a creative person, so I can't understand the details of how a cable, a telephone or even a battery works. How the hell does someone create a working memory stick? Do you have to program it in some way, or do you just put all the parts together? But then how do you actually make the parts work? Or how do you put the parts together? My mind just explodes. The name of this guy I've been working with for 2 years. Invite him out somewhere and ask him to write his number and name in your phone so you can text/call him. Cool. Now I have another name in my phone I don't know. I once had a name in my phone I didn't know. It was spelled all funny like June Haves or something like that. I texted it and they sent back an audio recording of a burp. Where I'm taking my wife on our 10-year anniversary trip in a few months. We booked it, but I can't remember where. I'm afraid to ask. Google Calendar. Ask her to add it to the calendar and share it. If not, do you have a physical calendar at home? Or ask her to email you the hotel reservation info so that you can look at the details, because a friend/coworker asked. Or for the flight details, you want to check if your plane will have a power outlet. I will go the Google Calendar route. I haven't booked the flights yet. We only booked the resort. That thing my boss just told me to do 5 seconds ago. It's just a rundown, Jim. What to do when people sing happy birthday to me? What am I supposed to do? Stand there awkwardly? Conduct them? And when they are singing the final yahoo, make them hold it for uncomfortably long. I did this at my surprise 60th birthday party. After they finished singing, I said, now, just the ladies. Now, those only on the right. Now the ones to the left. Now just the angry communists. You cold made it a very long sing-along. I'm mid-30s and I never learned how to use Excel or do spreadsheets. It just wasn't a thing. We had classes on at my school, I guess. I can use Word just fine and do regular word processing stuff, but any other office type applications, no idea. I know there's no excuse. I'm sure there are a zillion YouTube videos and handy sites that can guide a noob through everything. And for free. I just never got around to it. I guess my question would be, can you just sit down at a table with me and my laptop and explain what the fuck spreadsheets are all about, please? How karma works. As a relatively new redditor, I post varied stuff and just can't seem to get people to see it. Secondly, I see a post with 50k upvoted, and on the profile of the person who posted it, it says they only have 35k post karma. How does that work? It's logarithmic, so a post with 100 upvotes will get near to 100 karma, but a 10k post will get like 5k, a 100k post will get like 10k karma. So in karma theory, it's best to get 10k posts than it is to get one 100k post. Definitely. Why does everyone like John F. Kennedy? He was a hit young president with an even hotter younger wife. He had 2 small young children who were adorable, and then he was tragically murdered next to his wife. Immediately after the Vietnam War picked up steam, which he was partly responsible for. And then the 60s turned into a shit show with multiple assassinations happening. People believe it. He didn't die. That we'd have much better world. World War I. France, England, Russia, Japan, Greece, United States, among others, known as allies, fought against Germany, Austria-Hungary, among others. World War II, England, France, Russia, Canada, US, Australia, among others, fought Germany, Italy, Japan. Next was the Korean War. Next international war was Vietnam, but that was a separate police action where nations Went to assist the French defend their southern colony of South Vietnam from the Russian and Chinese-backed North Vietnamese communist. It began in Cambodia and Laos and other Asian countries, but focused on Vietnam. Hope this helped. Is cold pizza just room temperature pizza, refrigerated pizza or not cooked pizza? Refrigerated. Is it normal to pee in elevators? No, it is wrong on many levels. This comment has its ups and downs. I don't know. Bad jokes really push my buttons. The rules for greater than and less than symbols. The crocodile's mouth eats the bigger number.